This is MEGANAUT, which, by the way, the exe file is called Dark Places, so that was maybe the name before. But this is a demo version of MEGANAUT, and this is about some universe in Lorne's Lure. Now, it is controller compatible, so that's what I'm going to try to rock. It's a little on the, at least according to OBS, that's looking pretty loud. But everything else I will leave as is. I hit cancel so it doesn't count. Fair enough. I didn't see the save button all the way on the other side of the screen. I'm not gonna do controls, I'm gonna go in blind. Now this is from the Steam Next Fest. I don't really remember, I am sure. I don't really remember what the store page said about this one. We live in the habitat. I'm a scavenger. I look for salvage. Okay, I don't have to speak. I look for salvageable resources needed to sustain this place. My buddy Seja is a maintenance engineer. Our jobs require us to go outside the habitat regularly. One day he didn't come back from his shift. It's dangerous out there. Take this. Easy to get lost, run out of resources, and die. Don't go alone. Take this. They say he went into the deep willingly, which is suicide without proper training. Even scavengers only go on well-researched paths. I have to know why he went out. So I volunteered to investigate. And before I hit A here, I do have to say, it is Friday the 13th. So that's why I chose this game to be a little more on the spookier side. At least that's what I'm hoping. Ascend and talk to the maintenance engineers in the area for clues. Ascend. They want us to ascend. Over there, this guy. Interact with A. I will do that. Hello. Oh, hey, I heard an investigator would come out here. Are we in space? For a moment, I thought we were in water. Looking for Seja, eh? Yeah, I worked with him, but didn't know him very well. Strange guy, kept to himself. Mostly talking about weird stuff. I saw him working near the guide wire above. The one that stretches out into the structure. Maybe talk to some of the maintenance workers up there. They might have more intel for you. So up we go. Whoa. The rate at which zooming in and out happens is pretty dang quick. It's one of those games where I'm like scared that I am accidentally missing something and like going too far ahead or something, you know? Oh, hello. Hello there. Yo. Seja? I don't know where he went. Always complaining about the job. I don't know what he was looking for. This is a dream job. Anyway, I wasn't really close friend or nothing. Talked to Salco? Over there on the guide rail. I think they were close buddies. Guide rail. Guide rail. Guide rail. On the guide rail, huh? I'm gonna assume that's this way. Oh, hello there. I do think the movements, like the freedom of the movement's kind of neat. Seja? Good guy. Never settled or satisfied. The kind of fellow who'd get bored in an instant while you talked to him. He kept talking about going beyond the lab. Should have been a scavenger, not a maintenance engineer. I bet he's lost somewhere, just waiting for a rescue team. The idiot. You should check the abandoned lab up ahead for clues. Not too far. If you just follow the guide rails down, it'll be on your way. Alright then. That's where we will go. Yeah, there is some high-pitched noises for sure. I'm glad I turned the volume down. I'm sort of purposely not talking to build the suspense. Gotta hear the atmosphere, you know? There is part of me that does want to kind of look under, but I'm just gonna do what the game's guiding me to do. Okay, alright, we're just gonna follow this one then. Gonna follow this guy right here. You might not be able to tell, but these have been going not like the same angle the whole time, because I've been descending or ascending when necessary. I do see the blue light ahead, looking like a Tetris game over there, maybe. Oh my god, you can't make light of the game, it's supposed to be scary. Alright, well, sorry. It's getting dark. Oh, I see another light down there too. Okay. Oh, I could go down there, but let's check this. Wait, this is an arcade game? No, surely not. It looks like Seijo was here. His name comes up in the access log. Search query suggests he was looking for a tool called M-Inject, an experimental tool that can inject code into megastructure control systems. The query returned a result. 3 such tools in the lab. Perhaps if you find one of them, you can follow his path. Okay. Well, there was that thing lit up down here. So I guess that's where I'm going. Hey, there's somebody. Somebody in a cube. He's got the Han Solo thing going on. A display version of the quantum levitation orb that your suit uses to move around. Quantum levitation allows for silent propulsion and precise controls. It is nuclear powered and is tethered to your suit to provide its power remotely. Temperature is efficient to maintain given extremely low ambient temperature in the megastructure. Functionality may reduce in hotter parts of the structure where walking is necessary. The orb can still be used as a light and power source in this case. Okay, a little bit of background lore on why we can float and stuff, and also hints that at some points we might not be able to fly and we'll have to walk, so that's kind of cool. I like that. I like that. A little bit of... I assume this is not somewhere I can go. No. Imagine we're just gonna have to keep going down, but let's check over here. I saw the blue. That was getting my attention. But here we go. We're going down, 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 down. To a new terminal. Oop. The terminal says the elevator is online and functional. It can only be controlled with a special tool. So it's like an elevator to the lower structure. It's not activated. I can't see the controls. I'm not familiar with this route. Route? Ooh, walkie-talkie. A functional M-Inject tool. You take it. Okay, means that perhaps we're in the right direction. Am I dropping frames? I'm not dropping frames. Oh, but the game is. That's it. This is another one of those where me playing it, my screen frames are fine, but OBS, it looks like it's going slow, and I still don't understand why that happens. I've still never been able to figure out why this sometimes happens. It's still framing. Some scenes it's fine now. We could try the whole capture the monitor and not the game. Well, that's worse somehow. That doesn't even seem possible that should be worse, but somehow that's worse. I don't know. I don't think VSync really helped or didn't help, to be honest. Oh, it didn't save. Okay, that might matter. I don't know. Oh, it was VSync, perhaps. I think we may have figured that out. That looks better. It looks like these documents were spread out and searched through erratically. They are research documents, probably what this lab was set up for. They seem to suggest that the habitat is predicted to have life support. Why'd that light square light up over there? 45 years from now will fail due to scarcity of resources needed to sustain it. The researchers were prospecting new land or resource-rich locations. That's why this place was abandoned. Then why was this place abandoned? Well, I guess we gotta go over there. Maybe that was just supposed to be... Yeah, it wasn't anything. The Pixels Monkus. I'm assuming that the tool that I got will allow us to take the elevator. Elevator activated. Descending the base. Dark. Last week, I searched his whereabouts, his apartment for whereabouts. What I found was concerning. Oh, no shit. Now we're first person. Okay. I did not expect that. Can't walk particularly fast. Today I'm going to go down there. I know the others have left the habitat. I want to see the truth. Dirty mirror. Dirty, dirty mirror. Non-specific meat sausage plus banana plus chips plus alcohol drinks. This kitchen's disgusting. The hell is that? That's supposed to be a pile of clothes. There are unwashed clothes everywhere. Here's the real. An employee manual opened to a page saying, "Don't go too far from the habitat without explanation." Sage has circled it for some reason. He also has a web page open showing statistics of fatality rates and reasons on the job. Unexplained disappearances do happen, but at a low rate of about 5% of fatalities. Sage has some strange crumpled up notes on his desk. Where are we anyway? Where is the habitat? I know it's in the structure, but what is the structure? Good questions. Yeah, it's the same thing. I was worried I was gonna look up there was gonna be some, jump scare thing. Nope, okay. It lets you press circle even if you're not necessarily, or lets you press A even if you're not actually looking at the thing. Because that was the computer messaging. Crash? No, that's the notes on the desk. Okay. Not really sure what else they would want me to do here, to be honest. Not something secret in the toy. Oh, trash? There's a crumpled up note in the trash. There's always something below when I'm out there. It keeps calling to me. Nobody else sees it. It's a little spooky. Are we done? There wasn't much about his precise location, but generally down seems to be the way to go. I better head to outside. I think the demo's supposed to be short, so I don't know if it's gonna end there or not. No. Well, okay. One thing I will say about this. Ooh. Good moody tones, I will say that. And then I'll also would like to call out, it does a good job of making you feel like you're in a really super mega vast, as they call it, structure. Mega structure of sorts. It really does feel like you are a little fella. It's gonna be, Star Wars, whatever, episode 1 or 2, where there's always a bigger fish moment. Some giant fish pops out, and you're like, oh, jeez, what? Alright, we continue going down. That over there. One thing I don't know if worried is quite the right word, but the speed at which you can check behind you, I believe that can be changed in the sensitivity thing, but that probably kills me. But I can probably look at this. This fan is kept running by 3 power nodes. Remove the batteries from the nodes to turn off the fans. Alright. And now we just follow these and maybe we'll be able to do something. But there are times where I'm like worried that something's gonna jump up on me because I can't turn fast enough. How do I turn this thing off? Huh? Oh, okay, there's one. Although, to be fair, if it technically needs 3 to turn on, then turning one off on its own should actually stop the fan from spinning at all. Oh, but actually that's not true, because if it already has momentum, then it might be able to keep some of that momentum to use to power to... Alright, relax. We'll say, our orb is bright. It's supposed to be, I get it. Damn, that thing is fucking bright. Gotta be over here somewhere, right? Yeah, okay. Boop. Now let's go to the fan. Oh, that begs the question of, how did Seja get past this but then turn the fan back on? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Continue down. Oh, end of demo? Maybe there's a little more. The shadow's kind of funny. Shadow's a little funny. You could do some really messed up, like not... You could do some sort of graphical thing here where it feels like it goes forever, or actually just keeps the player in a loop going down forever but not making progress. Okay, that is the bottom. Whoa, the ball moves in front of you. That's cool. That's neat. Look at the lighting. Atmospheric. Whoa, camera kind of zoomed there. I didn't do that myself. Alright, probably not that way then. This way we go? I assume? Oh, I booped my head there a little bit. Red light in the distance? Could it be our friend Seja? Even though I don't even know if they're technically my friend or more just... You know, I guess they are, because we like volunteered to investigate and stuff. Is that a guy in the distance there? That looks like a guy. That my boy say? Oh my god, okay. Fucking fuck you. Seja? Oh no. That's not good. Oh, that's not good. Can you guys see that skeleton face? That's not Seja. They're dead. Their distress light is on. Looks like they'd bound down here quite a while. I wonder what a maintenance engineer is doing this far from the wall. Oh boy. Oh boy, that looks ominous. Okay. Oh, is that a thing? No. Thought that was a movie thing to interact with. Skull, don't skull emoji, come on. You're making light of his plight. But to be honest, I thought that was... I didn't think that was gonna be into the demo. I thought that we were gonna keep going that direction, and now I'm a little confused. No, that's not a real way. Perhaps where this thing spooked me? I don't actually know what this is. Can I press A on any of that? No. Am I stupid? I might be stupid, I don't know. I'm gonna backtrack, I guess. There's some other path I haven't seen. Besides just the opposite direction of where we came from. This is a moment where you're like, I wish I could speed up because, oh, I have to backtrack, but it's part of the game, folks. But I thought there was, yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything over here either. So either I missed something that I'm supposed to interact with, or we are supposed to actually backtrack, backtrack. I'm gonna guess that I missed something? and give this another check first, just because otherwise it'll take an even longer time to come all the way back here. Or I missed a message that was like, that's the end of the demo, but I don't think I did. I think I missed that. It is hard to see things around here. Checking the bottom. Come to Brazil? What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? Trying to be thorough. Not seeing any way to interact with any of this. There is this, but this just goes to the wall here that doesn't seem to have a way to pass it. As far as I could tell. Even with our bright light. And then similarly at the end with Dead Man here. Wait. The hell? Apparently I just missed this entire path the whole time? Don't do the thing. It didn't do the thing, to be fair. Okay. Uh-oh. Can't see very much. I'm a little spooked. Definitely a bit spooked. Okay, we can see better now. I like that. I like that. What? Dude, it was the frame I looked away. Something scary came on the screen. I didn't see it. Fuck. It was a jump scare, but I didn't see the one frame that it was scary. My bad. Oh well. That doesn't really take away particularly from the thing itself as far as what it's doing. That was a good length though, because that was starting to bother my eyes a little bit, to be honest. I was like trying to strain to see stuff, but then also because I'm straining and the actual light source that's there is really bright, it's like really bright light, but it's like not where I'm actually looking, so it's kind of rough on the eyes for me personally, but I'm a bitch, so you know, whatever. Obviously a lot of unknowns in this story here, but it was moody, and I do think the audio, like even this main screen, like audio, I think it's good. I think that part is very atmospheric. I do wonder, you know, if things would start to get kind of, if you would start to feel impatient because of how slow you move. But there's a balance there of building up suspense because you have to move slow, and it's kind of the atmosphere of the whole thing. You're floating with the stuff. So there's some give and take there. You know, I'm not gonna act like I'm a game designer, right? So there's decisions to be made there. I know some games have a default low speed, but then maybe you have a meter of thing you can do to move a little bit fast or whatever, but that has its own implications on how that affects gameplay, and players then just getting upset that they don't have infinite energy to move fast, right? So that was MEGANAUT. Notably not MEGANAUT. Nice little short thing there. Interesting.